It's gonna be a first, isn't it? It's gonna be a bit weird. When Robbie left, it was like a shot on the arm for all of us in a sense. You know, obviously there was the disappointment and stuff, and it was like a big shock to us all.
We had to re-stage, didn't we? We've had to, but I mean, it's something that we hopefully can cope with now, you know. But it does mean a few changes when you go from 5 to 4. Definitely.
I think that's been the fans' main worry, that we're going to split up now, but we're going to be here as long as the fans want us to be here.
Keep trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm going in a fortnight. Once this tour's over, I'm gone.
He's got it. Okay, to go up in his car.
You bought your Aston, Jeremy?
What?
You bugger, you bought your Aston?
Well, the sun was out, chaps.
Hey!
Fleet of Mercedes.
Rumour has it, the Aston's outside.
Well, it's in 4th position behind you guys, but it is outside.
Are you in your car? You met? You in your car? You met?
Yeah.
Aw, I haven't bought mine today.
I'm in mine, Jeremy, have you seen it?
You in your mate?
Okay.
Gold.
Well, I've got my mini metro.
Alright.
So just like start and just sort of pretend, just even try and ignore Sue and Dennis and look at them.
And look at you.
And I don't mind your answers because it's a wide shot. So
Okay.
Just speaking to you, not to the
Yes,
camera.
yeah.
Poor Sue, your arm's gonna ache, isn't it? Anyway, let's knock on with it and then it won't be too bad, will it?
So this first concert since Robbie left, what differences is absence going to make, do you think?
It's gonna be a first, isn't it? It's gonna be a bit weird, but it's gonna be exciting, you know. When Robbie left, it was like a shot on the arm for all of us in a sense. You know, obviously there was the disappointment and stuff, and it was like a big shock to us all. But we know that we need to get on, and it kind of like injected new enthusiasm into us. Let's prove ourselves now, boys.
Yeah, I think at first a lot of people were sort of doubting that we could carry on anyway, so we were thinking, right, we'll show them, you know.
I think a new concert for Take That is always an exciting thing, but now it's even more exciting. I think people want to see now, what are they going to do? How are they going to do it? And we're going to take out tomorrow night the best show I think we've ever done.
By the way, the other thing we're doing is we're pretending that this is on the night, just so that it's because I'm coming tomorrow.
Should we start again?
So,
Who said tomorrow?
I mean, nobody referred to tomorrow until we came to you, but if you just like to...
Should I just go in the other room?
No, go in the one next door to that one.
You do your bit again.
Mary, you're saying?
Okay. I Take That show is always a very exciting thing for not only the audience but for us as well. But I think tonight when we go out there it's going to be double exciting. Everyone's waiting to see what we're going to do, and I think we're going to take out the best show we've ever done.
I think out of any of the first nights we've ever done on tour, I suppose it's going to be one of the most emotional.
Yeah,
really.
Very emotional.
You know, being 4 of us.
Nervous.
We're just going to do it, we're going to get out there and do it.
And have you had to make changes to kind of the routines and the songs and that sort of thing? What sort of changes have you had to make?
We had to re-stage, didn't we? We've had to, but I mean, it's something that we're hopefully can cope with now. You know, at first it seemed like a big difference, but we've sort of had 2 weeks to get into it now, so I'm sure we'll be all right. But it does mean a few changes when you go from 5 to 4. Definitely.
It has been tremendously hard work for the last two weeks. We've been working like 14 hours a day to get it right. So we'll soon see. Another couple of hours and we'll see.
So do you think that it's I mean, what's the future of Take That? Does it rest on how this particular tour goes, or?
I think you know, everything we do is kind of crucial. You know, and although we act all sort of laid back about it, we're always like planning, really hard together with management, record company and stuff. Next single, the next tour. You know, I think if you make too many mistakes, you know, for instance, if you have a bad record, release a bad record, and then the tour isn't so good, then that can be enough to go and let's move on to the next group now. But luckily, we've always managed to keep it.
I think the future also relies on our first night. You know, see what the crowd's like out there, because hopefully we hope that they're just going to enjoy themselves. But you never know; they might just be sat there in the seats looking at us.
I think tonight will be a good indication whether we have a future as Take That, definitely.
And what about the, sort of other things? I mean, the state seems to be moving on. Is that something that you're looking forward to? I mean, is that is that a big part of your future? Or?
Can I answer this? Our ambition is to eventually do a world tour, you know, and that would mean having to break America. So for that ambition alone, America's somewhere that we'd very much like to do well in. We've had a chat, we're doing well over there. The feedback coming back from there is very positive, and we're quite excited about that as well. Yeah.
And what about this particular show? I mean, so it seems to be much so kind of a massive one for you. How do you describe this particular tour?
Massive.
Yeah.
It's big.
Massive,
Bigger
man.
than the others, much bigger than the others. Stage-wise and choreography-wise, there's a lot more definitely going on than the previous shows we've ever done. So
We pride ourselves on our shows, you know. I mean, we don't like to brag about anything we do, but I'll happily brag about our shows.
Go on then.
It's dead good, you know, you should come. No, because we put so much time and effort into it, do you know what I mean? We work really hard, and I think it sets us off from other groups, or the people that are around, is the live shows, and I think this one, like Gary said earlier, is going to be our biggest and best to date. Well, we hope. Depends what the fans think.
It's the biggest indoor show ever in England, in Britain. Bigger than the Floyd one, and I think that was the previous record.
Don't say anything bad about Pink Floyd.
Yeah, that's his
All right.
favourite group, so we only beat him because he likes him, so we can say, oh, we've had a bigger one.
It's been our shows has been something we've been working towards for the last 5 years. Like Mark says, we want to do a world tour eventually, and yes, tonight we're going to do the biggest show England has ever seen indoor.
And is there any sense that you feel you need to reassure your fans that one has left and you're not suddenly all going to sort of splinter off? Are you? What's the position?
We'll be around as long as the fans want us to be. As take that.
We've always said that.
That's something we've always said, and that's what we mean. As long as we feel that we're wanted, we'll be here, and I think they know that already. Really.
I think through the show we make it very clear, you know, that we're going to be together as long as the fans want us to be together.
If you have to do something, Matt, about them white socks.
Do you know what?
I might have to disperse if you're not wearing them. That's terrible.
I forgot my socks today, so I had to borrow these from one.
Can I lie you in white?
Can I just say a little point?
Yeah.
I think that's been the fans. Start again. I think that's been the fans' main worry, that we're going to split up now, but we're going to be here as long as the fans want us to be here.
And I mean, you in particular, well, there were some rumours about you in particular. Is that? Are you able to say you'll definitely?
Keep trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, I'm going in a fortnight. Once this tour's over, I'm gone.
We've offered to pay him off, so we'll go, but he's not interested in it.
I think my mum's concerned more than anybody else whether we're going to stay together and split up. She keeps phoning me. You're not going to break up,
you're
are you,
paying your
Jamie?
bills at the moment.
Yeah. You're not going to break up, Jamie. Gas and electric bills coming. Break up yet? That's my mum.
And what's the mood at the moment in the band? I mean, are you nervous about this?
Buzzing.
We always are nervous on first nights. First nights are always a bit of a tense thing, and to be honest, once you get on stage, the next thing you know, it's over. You know, you're so concentrated and so focused. But there's been a really good vibe around everybody. We were saying we're in this place now for 10 nights, and we've been saying there's a lovely vibe around with everybody who's involved. You know, down to the cleaners. Do you know what I mean? Everybody here is having a nice time, and I think that's good.
We're so lucky. We've got a fantastic team around us, and everyone's been so supportive, especially the fans. They've been really good.
I think there's been, a lot of people didn't think when we released Never Forget, a lot of people didn't think we'd have success with it, you know, as well as we have done. And with it being number one, I mean, it's just excellent. With so many people come up to us and say, you know, well done, you know, it's brilliant that the four of you are together, you know, and being there to get it there, if you know what I mean.
And some that I'm presuming you must be speaking.
Sorry, we've got a crew.
The crew are hanging 60 feet in the air waiting for us.
All right. I mean, so last question: what's the biggest element of the show tonight? I mean, what do you think will be
The biggest surprise? Probably that there's four of us. That would probably be the one. I think the full show itself is very, from start to finish, is going to have a lot of surprises. So much going on. When you see it, you won't believe.
Just got to keep your eyes watching everywhere to see everything.
I just can't wait until later on, an hour before the show. Us four are just going to be in the dressing room, quick shave, you know, get the old clothes on, and it's just the emotion. I mean, I can feel it building up now inside of me, and we're just going to be like, it's going to be beautiful. You can't describe
What
it.
happens
I
when
mean?
you get so much emotion inside you and you start getting all excited, and as soon as the first song's over, you're knackered.
You give too much.
You give too much. You can't breathe. Yeah.
I think I don't think there's one aspect of the show that's any bigger or better than the rest of it. It's a real experience. Tonight's show takes you through happiness, sadness, excitement. It's got it all in there. And I'm sure the crowd are going to love it.
Hopefully no boredom though.
Yeah, a bit of boredom.
Yeah, maybe.
All right?
All right.